If you've ever used a Trangia stove or an alcohol burner in general, you know that one of the toughest things is to be able to use this thing or to be able to cook when it's windy. And in fact, if it's windy, if you can't block most of that wind, these things can be darn near worthless. But I've come up with a way that you can do it in a pinch without really anything else with you other than the stove and a pot to cook in. And so let me just show you this, and this is just, of course, experimenting around. Now, you know, if you've used at least the Trangia, that if you light the stove, even if it's windy, you can hold it up. You can have a flame out here 2 feet long, and the wind generally will not blow out the flame, but the flame, instead of being up, will be out this way, so it's worthless to cook on. So let me just show you a very simple way to quickly be able to use this to cook with, even in a heavy wind. It's been windy all day, and now it's kind of calmed down a little bit. But you know, I've done this in some pretty windy stuff, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. You can try it yourself if the wind doesn't kick up again before I get done. But but this does work very, very well, and it has some other pluses. And I'm just going to do it with, you know, where I'm at here right now with what's here. So basically what you want to do is you want to have a trench. So you just take your hand or a stone or whatever it is. Usually what you need is just as deep as at least on me, I found as deep as my hand is right there. That's about right. Now, this next part, this is something that we have. This is our campfire cooking sticks. So I just lay those down right there as a pot support, okay? Now, you could use a rock, or you could use, you know, like a rock on each side. You might even be able to bury a stove in there or something, I don't know. But concept is to isolate the burner from the wind. There we go. You can hear that. So that thing is blowing out. It's blowing out this way. I can feel it. Okay, so you can hear it burning. I can feel it clear out here, but you couldn't cook on that because, see, I can put my hand right here. I can put my hand right there and not even burn it. It's barely warm because all the heat is blowing out the side. So what I want to do is I want to place this down inside of there so that I can isolate it from the wind. Now, I've been experimenting for a little while. So I actually made a little piece right here for using this. It's just a piece of copper welding wire, and I just bent it so it snaps around the, now I got to do this without burning myself, which might be difficult. There we go. Okay. So you can see it clips right around here. Something about like that is going to be about ideal to have the right height for cooking. So now I've done that. Now I set my pot on top of here like that. Okay. Now I'm going to pull dirt around here. Right there. So now no wind can get at it whatsoever from those sides right there. Now I want to do one more thing for the front, and then this will be good to go. Okay, so here's the other thing I'm doing right here. A piece of rock I found right up here. Just let that sit right there. Put me a little dirt clod right there. And now I can plug this whole thing up here. Now you can see we're totally sealed all the way around. No wind can get that thing at all. So you see what the wind's doing here. So you can see we got a good wind blowing. Get down inside of here. We got us a nice flame going up there. I can cook and cook and cook, no problem. I can be out. It doesn't matter. As far as I know, I mean, I haven't encountered any wind strong enough yet. I've had some pretty gusty stuff before, and it's worked just fine. Playing with fire, grown men playing with fire. Can you believe it? I don't know. I do. I can't even see any fuel in there. That thing's still burning. Still kicking it out. We're nicely sealed all the way around. So there's no breeze can really get at this thing because it can't catch it from the upside at all. The oxygen comes in from here. We got some heat. A little bit of heat will come out of here to ventilate, but all the flames inside of there, I can have a pretty big wind and I can cook just fine this alcohol stove. And it really only took me a few minutes to do.